2 a.m. in the night again. Head-on collision with another drunkard like himself. Remember, he was the chief priest of Palm 1 drinkers in secondary school, in high school, in university. Now, he has not left that lifestyle up to now.
Hello again. In this episode, I need to tell you that what we call enjoyment sometimes can turn sour. There was this particular issue that happened because most of my assignments or official assignments were in Lagos, and I'm always in the air, traveling to Lagos by air, either with our own aircraft or with some of the aircrafts that were in use then. And on this particular occasion, there was a coup by the Nigerian army, which we did not hear about in Kaduna. And I was asked to go and perfect some documents in Lagos. So I needed to take the first flight to Lagos. And on that fateful day, I wore a very big babariga, a blue babariga, like a big man, because where I was going to, I need to daze them a little that, yes, I'm a big man who has come to perfect these documents. And as soon as we landed in Lagos, we heard of the coup. And we saw a lot of people at the airport. The soldiers, wielding their guns here and there, were stopping people and questioning every person. And so I was one of the people that was asked to wait for questioning. On looking at my identity card, they saw that my name is M.O. Afolabi. The M that they saw jolted them because they were looking for one of the ministers in the regime that was ousted. And so I was asked to go and sit down somewhere inside the sun. You can imagine, with my babariga, I remember very well on the tarmac, the sun was hitting me like no man business. And I was telling them, take the number of my principal so that he will talk to you. They say, no, we don't have business. When you get to the headquarters, you will explain. What I'm telling you is that they kept me for more than 6 hours. For more than 6 hours. I was looking at them until one of them just looked at me and said, why are we keeping this man? He said he has a telephone number. Let's call the number. Until they called the number, and then the general, that was my MD, my managing director, he answered. I said, yes, it's my staff. And I sent him on an errand to Lagos. And that was when I was released. Ladies and gentlemen, I also need to tell you this. It was almost the episode that almost broke the camel's back. On one of my night marauding, because it's now part and parcel of me, even my wife is not worried. I was coming home about 2 a.m. and some 300 meters from my house, another soaked driver, soaked in alcohol driver was coming on the opposite side, and we had an head-on collision. It was so terrible that I went into coma. That was what I was told. For 24 hours, in fact, they were about to pack me up and put me in the mortuary. and they said I sneezed out. I sneezed out. And they said, oh, he's not dead. He's not dead. That was when I knew I was already on my way out. So I was in the hospital. I recovered. My car was written up. I don't know what happened to the other fellow. But from that point, I began to look for what can I do. Meanwhile, I was a churchgoer. In fact, I've struggled and got into the midst of the executives of the church. And I was in charge of their finance because I'm an accountant. Notwithstanding, I might even go to the church with hangover. Nobody cares. Ladies and gentlemen, all this I call enjoyment, but somehow, something inside me was telling me that the way I am going is really not the right way. But who will help me? My wife cannot help me because we're also in the same game. And friends, we're all in the same boat, drinking our alcohol, womanizing, and night marauding. That was my major undo. Thank you very much for now.
People, the Nigerian army staged a successful coup in August 1985. And the army at the airport in Lagos were looking for a particular government official or minister whose initials were SM Afolabi. And the big man from Kaduna, Babariga, came to the airport. His own names, M.O. Afolabi. So the M in his name linked with the M in the name of the minister they were looking for. That's why they arrested him. I made him to sit on the tarmac for 6 hours until God intervened. And Mr. Matthew Afolabi didn't know it was God that intervened, though, that one of the soldiers would say, why are we keeping this man? Let us call the man, he said, this is boss now, who turned out to be a general of the army. That's why they released this man. Well, I can tell you that Mr. Afolabi did not learn his lesson. It's after this, despite being saved from 2 air crashes, despite being saved from being killed by ritualists, despite this affair of being arrested in Lagos, Mr. Afolabi still went to drink and is coming home 2 a.m. in the night again. Head-on collision with another drunkard like himself. Remember, he was the chief priest of Pan drinkers in secondary school, in high school, in university. Now, he has not left that lifestyle up to now. People will say before that whatever you sow is what you will reap. This last accident, Mr. Afolabi was in coma 24 hours. And the doctors had said, just wait and take him to the mortuary. It was at that point that the grace of God again surfaced. And he sneezed. And people said, he's still alive. That is why they didn't take him to the mortuary, and that's why he's here today. If they had taken him to the mortuary before he sneezed, it is there that the cold mortuary, the cold refrigerator they put him inside would have snuffed his life out of him. I want you to learn a lesson. Stop playing reckless games with your life. Chance after chance God has given you to repent. Is this not enough? Caution yourself, and may God help you. Please do not forget to subscribe to this our channel. You are hearing stories that can change your life. Now we are heading to where God finally intervened in the life of Afolabi. Send this video to your friends and be a part of what God is doing.